Week 8 in a huge game here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Bears and the Air Force Falcons. Along with David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Guys, I spoke to the Falcons head coach before this matchup. He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Bears ready to kick it away first. On the move from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Falcons offense will have first crack at this one. Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
No, you got to hold on to that rock. But it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. A running back they could really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
Third down, and they'll need 2 on this initial drive of the game. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Great move. Now he's got room. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked. Good run and a first down.
Third down and 2. You know it's time to get physical, and this unit paves the way, Jesse, and gets the big first down.
And this back's got such a burst, too, doesn't he? As soon as he saw the hole, he exploded through it and picked up a huge chunk of yards.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. The Falcons with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quarterback will keep it. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on third down from the 45. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And the Falcons are marching down the field. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Chambers. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Throws to the back. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Hunt is on its way. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. The Bears offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others, that they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They'll run the option. He'll keep it on second down. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Sims. Rushes on him. He's sacked. This defense all over it.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, playing their spaces. They force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
The Bears will call on their punt team. Now on the return. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Falcons now set to take over on offense. Man, David, that last drive, an exercise in frustration, just couldn't pay it off for the score.
Yeah, and I think this defense is riding the bend but don't break philosophy. Don't give up explosive plays. This offense just has to find a way to manufacture some big plays and some scoring opportunities.
Man, I don't know if they're going to win, David, if they have to keep driving 8, 10, 12 plays. You're right. You got to find chunk plays somewhere. So identify the guys that can score touchdowns and get them the ball.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Under fire. And down he goes.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. The Falcons will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be a 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catch is made at the 15. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got it down at the 23. The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
On the option. Now the toss. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. And how about the timing on that pitch? Here comes the option. He'll do it himself. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. On the option. Quarterback keep. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a 1st down. And the Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. On the ground, it's Holman. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. 6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Now on the option. Quarterback on the keeper. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. And the Bears kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Might have a chance. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Field gets a little tighter here in the red zone. Motion from the back. The option look. Now the pitch. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Nowhere to go. Same song, 2nd verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the 1st down. To the air, it's Sims. Oh, they're after him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And I absolutely understand wanting to make a play for your team, man, but you've got to know when to give it up. You're at this part of the field, man. This is the part of the field where you throw the football. You get rid of it. You don't take a sack, because what that does now to your field goal operation, it makes it a lot longer. Now the decision becomes a lot harder for this offense when he could have just thrown the football away and not taken the big loss.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50+, and he did it with ease.
He'll bring it out. It's Chambers. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. On the option. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. The running back has it. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. 3rd and 6 yards to go. He'll set up to throw. Pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. I don't think when the quarterback called out the Mike backer that he knew that the Mike backer was going to come calling on him quite so quickly.
Nah, it was good timing, right? Like, you don't want to show it too soon where the offensive lineman call it out and pick you up. You could tell he did a good job buying a little bit of time, and then on the snap, boom, shot out of a cannon right to the quarterback, gets the sack.
Kick is in the air. Hauls it in, looking for space. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Goes to the option.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
False start of offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A false start gives him a little extra work to do here on 2nd and 11. The give to the back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Sims. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Bears will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They'll run the option. Makes him talk to the hand. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Gets the back moving. To the ground with the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. They'll run the option. Keeps it himself. He'll pitch it. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the 1st down on the play. And the Falcons have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. The Falcons are moving quickly down the field. On the option. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. That holding call threw him in reverse. Now it's second and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Finding some room. They bring him down with a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. 3rd and 6 yards to go. They are ready this time. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and after that big run, the defense answers. And the Falcons decide to punt it away. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. On the option. Pulls it on the option. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. They're dealing with a second and long. Now on the option. Pulls it again on the option. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Sims. Spits it out to the back. He's got his man. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Defense is about learning the plays. 3rd down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
Find some fresh air. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll send the back in motion. Rides to the back. Inside the 35. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone. Fields.
Here's a little room there. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Going to work on second down. The red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The option look. Pulls it on the option. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. And now after losing the fumble, there is an injured man on the field. While they have a look at the injured player, will take a timeout. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. And he's dragged down. Or will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Sends it back in motion. Back to pass on second down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Here's the give off the left side. They'll stop him short of the line to gain. Stopped him just short of the 20 at the 19. It'll be 4th down. The Falcons will bring the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll field the punt and look for room. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Gives it on the option. Got a little space. Turning it on. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed, and elusiveness. Just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Motion from the back. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Sims. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of put them out of rhythm. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Pressure coming. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fires it incomplete. Being started out great on this drive, but then a couple of incompletions, and now it's 3rd and 10. They'll go to the air. He took a hit as he couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's cut. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. It is good. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
Then so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
I just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. And the Falcons will punt it away on 4th down. He can get this one up in the wind. It ought to carry for a while. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Sims. Complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The Bears moving quickly to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Bring in the heat. He's going to run it. Still on his feet at the 45. The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Escapes the pressure to his right. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. And the Bears in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Flushed out of the pocket. Slides, avoids the punishment, and picks up the 1st down. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. And the Bears have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw. Pocket breaking down. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Looking down the middle. Got his man. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20.
And 1st down for the offense.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Under fire. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Sims. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. It's good. Easy call for the refs. They're now up 9-0.
And that's It's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Number 18, set to kick off.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. We begin with the South Carolina Gamecocks in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's the Gamecocks coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And this one gets them to 5 wins on the year, which isn't cause for a campus-wide celebration, but it's proof the coaching staff is getting through to this team. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Pac-12. Back now over to your game in Colorado Springs. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, third down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Falcon Stadium.
The Falcons will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now, after the sack, there is a man still down. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. The Bears line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Not a lot of room to field this one. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. There he goes. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. That last play is what you call a drive starter. They're out to the 47. It's first down. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's long. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. On the option. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Just feeds the running back. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Training staff is out there tending to the injured player, and we will step aside. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Looks as if he's going to run it. On a little grass. Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the first down. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Handoff to the fullback. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. And the Falcons have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Goes to the option. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
That's an area of the field the quarterback just cannot take a sack on. 2nd down inside the 5-yard line. If it's not open, you just got to throw it away, because now you've backed yourself up even further. It's going to be even harder to throw this thing into the end zone or to score a touchdown. That's going to be a learning opportunity for this young man.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
Man, it looked bad for a little bit, but how about the defense coming through? Back-to-back sacks. Now it's 4th and goal. Decision time for the offense, but the defense made it really, really difficult getting those negative plays in back-to-back situations.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. Never a doubt. That'll pull them back to within 6.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executed. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting out there.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Gets the back moving. They'll run the option. Keeps it on the option. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. They'll run the option. Doing it himself again. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Bears will punt this one away. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. The run inside. It's Palmer. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Gain of 9 on that one. 3rd down and short. He needs a yard. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. The big fullback's got it. Shows him the stiff arm. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the 1st down. The Falcons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Palmer. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Got 8 on 1st down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. Now the play fake. Here's a heat. And they got it.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the 2nd half.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Falcons send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He'll toss it. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Sims. Moves around to clear up the vision. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. On the option. He'll keep it on 2nd down. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. And the defense got him at the 27. And the Bears will send out the punt unit. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today rank, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. And the Bears will call on their punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Quick step and go. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Motion from the wide receiver. Snags it, and there's running room. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. Makes the grab. It's Pickett. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. The Falcons peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Going with the counter play here. They got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. Run it with the fullback. There's some room. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. And the Falcons pounded the rock to move the sticks now back to work. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Palmer. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Off the play fake. It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. He caught it. And that won't quite be enough for the first down as he's knocked down just short of the sticks. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Here comes the option. Stop short of the marker. And they stop with this defense and they get the ball back. Running the option. It's Sims. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for space. It's Hamilton. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll send the back in motion. Trying to impose their will with the run. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. Here's the pressure. Gets rid of it. Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete. The Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. They'll put their return to a stop at the 33 with the offense set up in pretty good field position. And the Air Force offense ready to take over. Trying to start the drive with a pass. They haven't really been able to line up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Running inside, it's Palmer. Could be an alley. Good pick up there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Sends it back in motion. Give to the big fullback. Oh, he's got some space.
And the fullbacks, usually are typically in there to block, right? Those are the big, strong guys that usually lead the way for the running back. But occasionally you slip it to them, and you probably don't do it too much and don't make a living off it. But when you get a nice little chunk like this, maybe you find another way to give him the football.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. He'll try to get to the marker himself. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. It's a one-score game lead, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Motion from the back. On the option. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The run inside. It's Palmer. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. 2nd down coming up. Now on the counter. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks. It's 3rd and 5. Now on the option. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down. Tries to get it on the ground. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Falcons have it with a 1st and 10. On the run, it's Palmer. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. In the red area, it's Palmer. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Makes the catch. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out. And they're looking for a 4th-quarter lead, and they'll need a touchdown to do it. 1st and goal. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Got his man out of the backfield. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. Trailing and getting deep in the game, they'll go for it here on 4th and goal. He wants to throw it.
Seconds in the ballgame, you need a score, and this offense absolutely responds. Go kick that extra point, take the 7-point lead, and let your defense finish this one off.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. Taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. And they take the lead, and now in the waning moments, they're so close to a win. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Back to pass, it's Sims. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Working that left side now. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Here comes the heat. It's caught. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Timeout is called with just a single second left. Here's a throw downfield late. It's incomplete. A last-gasp effort, and the defense finds a way to survive it. To be honest, both of these offenses played as if they were waist-deep in mud. Plenty of struggles, and they come up just short in this one.
Definitely a defensive struggle here. So the good news for this team is you like what you saw on that side of the football, guys making plays, but the offense has got to be able to pick it up. You've got to be able to find ways to generate explosive plays and generate points. They couldn't do it.
And it's very frustrating for a defense when you see your offense time and time again not come through. They did their job. Offense next time just has to do a lot better.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.